Hello and welcome back to our Rail Baltica game where we are playing here in the Baltic area, trying to realize the Rail Baltica project maybe. As you may or may not know, it's a project by the European Union to connect the capital cities of the Baltic region and build a standard gauge railway through them, because a lot of them is like broad gauge from the old Russian imperial times and Soviet times. But they want to upgrade to standard gauge, so be better integrated with the European network. So they're connecting Tallinn up here to Riga, and then they are connecting, I believe, if I don't mistaken, the capital city of Lithuania is Vilnius, I think. But they're connecting through Kaunas, and they have a branch line to Vilnius, and then from there they're connecting to probably Bialystok, I think, to join the Polish network, which then eventually goes to, for example, Warsaw. So we have like this type of corridor through them. And of course, part of it, one idea of it, is to build a tunnel between Tallinn and Helsinki, because the two of them are, they share a lot of culture, and there a lot of similarity, but also a lot of trade here, and that would really help, because currently the only way is to go obviously through St. Petersburg here, which, as you can see, is a huge amount of distance to cover just to basically cross this little channel here. So I want to also do that. I already looked into it a little bit. So you can, of course, be super lame and build like a bridge. This is the place, the shortest place, I think, to build a bridge. And it's possible. It's not even that expensive, 100,000 or so, but it looks super ridiculous. No. I'm using a patch version of OpenTTD. And in this patched version, there is a setting which is disabled by default, which is to allow construction of tunnels underwater. So you can enable that. And I already played around with it just a tiny bit just to see what it does. So it needs to be distance of 3 from the body of water. So I think it was somewhere 3 to 8. So I think you have to kind of start the tunnel like right here. It has to be kind of like lower from here. I guess it's to be realistic. I don't know. So kind of like you would start like, for example, here, and then you could tunnel over, I think, the second tile here, and it also needs to get out of it maybe somewhere here. And then if you're doing that, you can actually build it, but as you can see, the costs are a little bit above my budget currently, so 876,000. But I think that's the ambition. Like, let's save 876,000 pounds and build that freaking tunnel, because that is super cool that you can build a tunnel under this Gulf of Finland here, and then maybe connect Helsinki to Tallinn and then go further from here. So I definitely want to do that. That's super cool. I love it. But how we want to save that money? That's the big question in my mind. So we still have a lot of potential maybe to increase still like a few trains here. This is the train, yeah. So we'll clone this one more time. I think we can do that at the very least. And of course we could connect these little villages. It's not gonna be that profitable, but it is possible. Maybe we'll start, kind of with the real Rails Baltica. So let's think about connecting Tallinn to Riga. I think that would be like a nice little goal. Not sure if we make a direct connection probably, and then maybe later on do some intermediary stops. So let's figure that one out. So we're going to build a nice platform, and we're already going to anticipate a little bit more traffic and build it. It's kind of a platform for 2 tracks. There's already like huge buildings here for the 1870s. That's crazy, like what the Estonians are doing. Like, they're so far ahead of us technologically wise, and they're also a much bigger capital city. So we're gonna leave ourselves a little bit of space here. They just upgraded another building. You saw that? These Estonians are crazy. I mean, we have to like go all out, I think, like to really kind of attract their attention and say like we're like super modern by building like this super crazy road here as well. Yeah, I mean the tunnel will already be a huge bottleneck, so we're not gonna bottleneck ourselves further by being single tracked, I think. Very cool. The connection to the tunnel already is there. Yeah. So this is the Tallinn Baltica hub. Yeah, we're gonna give it like a fancy marketing title. Baltica is our company name, if you can recall. So then, yeah, we're trying to go as straight as possible down to Riga, but we want to take a little bit of a scenic route, so let's go a little bit over to here. Let's try to be along the coast, because our customers do want to enjoy their journey. This is the most comfortable way to travel the Baltics, after all. I think that's our company tagline. Ooh, we're running into money problem. Oh yeah, I forgot a bit that like when we're building to pass the time while we're saving money, and we're spending money while we're building, of course that is a little bit of an issue. I did forget about that, actually. In Riga, look at Riga. Oh my god, look at Riga. How big of a town is that? Like, us little Finnish people there were like astonished by what these Baltic brothers here are setting up. Like, what's the spot for like the Riga station? There could be like a crazy station right here on the coast. Maybe we'll build later another station, but this could be cool, like, right? Like the Baltic station on the Baltic Sea. I think it's a must do at this point. Yeah, the Riga station here is gonna be on the coast, which includes, of course, additional construction costs, because that's a pretty crazy location to build, but that's fine. We're all about the crazy stuff here at this company. We're dreaming of tunnels under the ocean. Yes, it's the ocean, right? Is it an ocean? Is it a sea? I don't know. You tell me. Baltic Sea. So it must be a sea, it's not an ocean. It's an inland sea. Okay. Signaling out things. Okay, very cool. So that's good. Then we'll build a little hub here for repairs. We built this like all properly. These areas here are gonna be crazily cool. Station here and one here. I guess the ideal length would be if there could fit a whole train in here, actually. But that's okay. It's okay-ish, at least. Yeah, but that's okay. So we're gonna build our fancy train here. And we're going to separate out. This is not like in Finland. We need to build big here. Like, these people are used to big things. So how fast can our trains go here? 75. our cheap one can go to 80, so there's no reason to build a bigger one. But maybe there's a reason to use the other one. The D series here, 77. There's really no reason. Let's go with the A, I guess. So A, we're gonna bump a few second class here, then a bunch of first class, and then more secondary class, and maybe one more first class. Yeah, something like that, like a fully passenger train. And this is gonna be the Riga Tallinn Express. Goes from Tallinn here down to Riga, non-stop. There it goes, to make history. Yeah, the farm supply subsidies in Russia have been withdrawn, but we made probably good money on that. I think the train will probably continue to make good money on that, I would expect. I'll just check that train a bit. It is highly profitable. So give me just 1 second, I will pause here. Sorry for the short interruption. So let's get back to the topic. I got a bit distracted. Let's take a look here. It's profitable, very profitable here. Yeah, 50,000 a year. Even if that was 3 times the rate, I think it will be still very, very good. So that should work fine. And how is our rail line down here working out? We're already at 80,000 euros, pounds. That's pretty sweet. The utilization should be at 0 because, yeah, that still needs to be. We still need to attract people here to the station. The coverage area is very low. So I think we're gonna set up a little service here for them, which is gonna be our tram line, of course. That's our specialty. We're just gonna run that because they have this beautiful layout. Like these Estonians here, they really have figured things out. I'm astonished. But before they box themselves completely in, I want to offer them maybe some help to grow the city a little bit in some different directions. Maybe like so. Yeah. But that's just a bonus from my side for them. I think there's no connection here. We need to figure that one out again. Yeah, that is now connected. And then we're gonna dump down passenger. Another passenger over here. That's the stores. And one down here. That's the main one. I guess that covers the whole thing more or less, so there's no need to do more than that. And we're going to buy a passenger tram. And I think we've figured out that the 2-horse trams are worth it, so we will go with them. We go from the Baltica hub to the stores, to the city center, and then back. We're gonna run for now 2 of them, just to see what the interest is here. Of course, it might make sense because we want to transport also some mail. That we immediately also do that. And here, yeah, also here we're gonna go with a 2-horse tram, why not? Tallinn stores, and then here, do that twice, like that. Oh, just now a new train was announced. That's an interesting one. Take a look at that later when we buy the next one. Yes. Now we're transporting a few people, probably here soon. Let's just run it a little bit faster just to see how that is going. Yeah, there's a bit of demand for sure. That's good. Inner city traffic is good. So let's take a look here at Riga. I think we're gonna do the same here. Riga itself has also, again, kind of boxed itself into a little bit by the way the city has been grown. So we are gonna help them establish kind of a new territory here that they maybe can grow into, and maybe also connect them up to this town here. Down here they're completely boxed in. Oh, I hate it, but we are gonna really sacrifice here and help them connect that up. And we're even connecting this town up because probably we'll later on expand our tram network there as well. That was hugely expensive, but we really want to impress these Baltic people here with our money, mainly. And I feel like probably I messed that up a little bit. No, well, it's actually okay. We'll just put it like that. And then, oh, this big thing. Okay, that's fine, actually. That's kind of interesting, at least looking. So we'll put it like this. Then station here, then a station here, the city center one, then the southern town here one, and then also over here. Yeah, that is what I want to do. And then tram lines everywhere. Running them all through the city center, because later on we'll anyway want them. Yeah, the whole city gets a tram line, and placing that in an obvious place. Usually I like it here next to the train station. Will I see that later on? I think so. That's probably a good one. So we'll start here with the mail. So we're gonna go from the station here to the stores to Central West Riga, and then through the stores again, I suppose. Maybe we'll remove the stores on the first route, then it can go here, although why not hit the stores twice? Why not? It's fine. So go with that 3 times. It's a bigger city. Let's go with that 3 times. Passenger 2. Here we do the same. The station, stores. It's maybe Central West Riga stores again. 3 times. Let's go. So that's good. Let's take a look here. The stations seem busy. Are you a passenger one? Mail. Alright. Are you a passenger one? Passenger one, yes. Can I give 2 more of them? I think that will be okay. And here it still has to find itself kind of the right amount. So let's check up on Helsinki while we're at it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. Helsinki also needs a lot more. How about Espoo? Espoo is fine. Yeah. So that one is probably right. That's the mail one. Mail was fine, actually. passenger one. Okay, this one. Clone you 3 times. Let's take a look if that will work itself out. And let's take a look at this train that's going along here. Not too busy actually right now. And yeah, not profitable by far yet. I also have to run a mail train still. Okay, let's check it out then. Let's check the mail train out. We have this new train that became available. It's the T series. So the T series is actually a freight locomotive. 370 horsepower, that's quite a bit more, but I feel like right now that's not significantly better. I would just take the original one still, because it's a higher running cost for higher horsepower, yeah, but we don't need higher horsepower. I feel like no train has ever complained about the horsepower problem. So yeah, we'll run one mail train, a complete mail train here as well. Of course it will later on expand hopefully into Helsinki, but for now it will not. Yeah, this is a huge endeavor. Definitely will not immediately be profitable, but with due time it should become a pretty good investment hopefully. Yeah, there's a bunch of people here in Riga Valley, but do they want to go to Tallinn? Yeah, half of them want to go. Nice, nice. Okay, I think this will slowly work itself out. We're already 100,000 there. Yeah, here still people waiting around a long time. They want to go to Espoo, but the trams are going to pick it up. Helsinki Central. Here they want to go to Helsinki, the city center. Yeah, I think it's fine. It will eventually work itself out. Then here in Kotka, yeah, passengers are generated here. And here, it's also pretty busy. I like it. All the cities are getting busy. Viborg here, not that busy yet. These stations here, there's a lot of potential here still. Seems like we can definitely put another one of those trains on the road. Although the network is getting filled up, especially these joins here are very painful to see. So maybe we'll just optimize this join for now, and that might be a good idea. So it definitely needs to be in both directions, because we can deliver, how do you call them, engineering supplies here, but also we can put other things here. So this is interesting how we can do that. I want to maybe bring it like kind of down here, then the join or not, I'm not sure yet. So the obvious way would be firstly to say, okay, firstly the most obvious way to do things is to connect that one up directly, like this. So, and then the one that wants to join on that route, we can just obviously just jump over here with a bridge like that. I would love to be, like this bridge. Ugh, but it just looks a little bit off to me. But I mean, we'll go with it, I guess. So that'll be this. Then we will kind of come out here so it can kind of accelerate a bit. Well, we'll join it maybe one earlier, so I don't have to change that signal. That would be nice if I didn't have to. So, and that means that this section here will be gone. Such a busy railroad line here already. Alright, give me 1 second. My delivery is coming. Sorry for the second interruption. First it was my girlfriend was Corona again. And second one was my grocery delivery. But this time, hopefully, no more interruptions. So super sorry. So next up is gonna be this one. This one is interesting, how we can get over there. It's kind of needed to go. So let me just think about this. So this one can use that line to jump in here. That's probably fine. It's fine. What we want to cap is this connection here. So it needs to go. It's on the diagonal. This is all like 10 times. It's 10 times weirder. But I guess we don't need to have like it like super early, like super late. We can build one part here and one part here. That's gonna replace like just these two. Crazy. So then we have this here still. Why is that? That could mean that you could go from that one to that. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, this one can be removed, and this one also. Is that now correct? I hope so. It's obviously a little bit inefficient, it seems like, because they are going to be heavy loaded over those bridges, but maybe that's fine. At least it seems like it's flowing correctly, right? It's fine. Seems fine. Definitely, I think that's a little improvement at least. For a junction that was on the main line and highly blocking traffic. The next one would be Kotka Station, but with Kotka Station I'm a little bit inclined to maybe consider whether we want to move it simply in the future. I mean, in theory, like the entrance here is fine. What's not fine is the exit. So maybe all we need to do is jump over, like to disconnect these two lines here. All we need to do is jump over. Like this line anyway doesn't make sense, right? Like you can come out of here. No, it makes sense. You can go over there to that direction. But if you're coming, this one is the entrance way. Okay, so we need two bridges basically. That's all we would want, basically. So a bridge here and a bridge there. Yeah, like that. And that one is going to be like this. And this one will be the entrance to there. So kind of want to connect it all the way over to here maybe. So they have to commit to that pretty early. Let me just think about that. Yeah, that's the way it comes in here. So that's exactly the way that it should be. And this is going to be an exit where it can go to this direction. And that will replace this and also this. This should be fine in theory. Let's see. we're going to follow this train on its way, because then it comes back. We'll see things. Okay, more inefficient joins, I guess, here, especially this three-way split that we kind of have. And the trains do get slower when they take curves, so this is not helping our case, I guess. Yeah, if we can upgrade those trains to higher horsepower ones, maybe they will have better acceleration. That is a valid consideration, at least. Right now they're running mostly with bags of mail. Interesting. Okay, new bridge is getting utilized, nice. Oof. Maybe tunnels would have been better. Not sure, yeah, I think maybe tunnels would have been better. But this is not bad. I mean, it's not blocking the main line, but the other train is sneaking its way out. It's a little bit slower for sure, but so long as it's not blocking the main line, that's a win. I mean, now it is in some way, but we could prioritize that, but it's fine enough, I guess, although this train is really slow to accelerate again. Yeah, this is definitely not ideal. I would love to give the main line here priority, so not sure if that's okay, I will remove that signal here and place it maybe here. Does that give it more priority? I don't think so. Okay, this one is also a mess, but that one is not getting a lot of utilization. I feel like that's probably even fine, although this entrance looks sketchy as hell. There should just be a through connection here instead of there. Alright, then here. That is a bit sketchy. But it's because the passenger trains have to go on the northern one. So this will always be a bit slower. That's fine. Yeah, and here things are working out, more or less. Let's check this train out. Full of farm supplies. Profit last year 61k. And the year just started. So I think it's still going to be very profitable to transport the farm supplies here. Probably very much so. Let's check on Tallinn here. The first station here on the Baltic network. Yes, it's very nice. It's very nice. Those trains here, let's check them out. That's okay. The mail, it's okay. Not the best yet. Riga, oof. Oof. Big oof. They want to go to Riga Central. Yeah, for sure. There needs to be much more. Okay, I understand. This is the passenger tram. We're gonna send out 5 more onto the road. Mail was fine, right? I didn't... Mail could also use an upgrade. Are you mail one? Yeah. So mail, needing to get the right one. Also gonna send out 4 more horses out in the race here. Yeah, they're definitely gonna require that. Okay, there's new things coming soon. Very nice. So before we end the episode, I just want to fulfill the little promise that we made, which is to build the tunnel. So I will take out Helsinki now accepts mail. I will take out enough of a loan that we can build that tunnel. I just want to do it. I just want to see it. I need more cash. Okay, this is gotta be crazy. Gonna max out our credit. 550. I guess it's increased. Whoa, look at this. There's the tunnel. But the question is, where do we actually end up? Because going into Helsinki East is probably not feasible. So I believe we will build a new station. Oh, by the way, when I built these stations, I didn't make them pretty. So let's also pretty them up quickly. Shelters. Advertisement for the company. Here we also definitely need an overpass, that's clear. And yeah, we're gonna end it like with some thing like that. Here, we do want to continue it afterwards, so I will not put a stop here, but we'll put like some shelters. We'll put also an overpass here. Here we'll put then the advertisement. Those shelters will be a little bit destroyed. Oh, those are like not good shelters to place because they're not allowing any traffic through. Then these end caps, gonna be putting them on. Nice, nice. Very cool, very cool. Always remember to make things pretty. That was a huge mistake in the last game, that I just kind of neglected to make things pretty. And then eventually we just never came around in some stations to make them pretty. So I want to be here from the beginning. So 7, I was thinking to place it just right below here, just to have like a kind of station here. I think that could be cool. Yeah. Espero Central. I think for marketing reasons we'll call it Helsinki. So here we have these endings, right? Do we have them also for double stations? Maybe these, but they're not quite. They're buffer stops on both sides. I kind of would only need it on one. I mean, they're always on two sides, I suppose, for some reason. So I wanted to just maybe, yeah, okay, that actually looks pretty nice. Good. But that means also I'm gonna have to cut that out. And extend that by 1. Which can be firstly a shelter here, maybe some lanterns. Okay, I forgot that there was already an advertisement that we'll replace again. And the end caps, where are they? Here. So it will be like this, a little bit awkward, but that's okay. It can be. Yeah, that is gonna be the end station of the Baltica network. Don't think you want them here, you want them here for sure though. Like that. Yeah, that's gonna be it. The tunnel will not have any signals because we only have a single tunnel right now. Probably we'll build a second one later. So it will not be the most efficient, that's to be accepted, of course. And yeah, you have to do the following, which is to go Tallinn will no longer be the first station. Of course, it will be the station here, which is yet to be renamed. Then after Tallinn, we go to Riga, and then after Riga, we come back here, of course, to Tallinn on the way to the new station. And then we also have to adjust the train here, not going to Tallinn, but to this station here. And then on the way back, we'll go to Tallinn once more. And this station is going to be, of course, called the Helsinki Baltica. What is a fancy word for station? I don't know. Helsinki Baltica hub. We already have hub in Tallinn. Central station. Main station. Oh, that's the best one. The Helsinki Baltica main station. That's gonna be it. Of course, it would be very wise, I think, to serve that by the tram network. So freight and also passenger. And there will be a dedicated line running for that, which will be for passengers. It will go from the hub here, it will go to Espoo and maybe to the transfer, because that gives the name at least some meaning. Although, to be honest, maybe after the transfer we'll just head down to the east station, then they can go back via the transfer. Yeah, because I think connecting two train stations makes a lot of sense. So we'll run 2 trams here on that, and we'll do the same basically for mail. So here we're gonna go from the main hub here to, there's no lorry station here, okay, that makes sense, I guess, to those 2. Then on the way back here, yeah, and then do that 2 more times. That's probably fine. Good. Good. And of course, we don't want to miss the inaugural journey of a train as it passes through the tunnel. So we're heading to Tallinn first, where we'll maybe pick up a few passengers. And maybe some of them already want to go to over the border. Nope. And also you're gonna go the wrong way, huh? So then stop. Then if you're not going there, then I know somebody who is. The mail train. And we're gonna follow the mail train instead. As it tests the tunnel. I mean, that makes sense, right? To test it first with not with passengers. Okay, we're approaching here the Baltica tunnel. And yeah, maybe I'll also place down a quick sign here. This is the Baltica tunnel. Estonia side. Baltica tunnel, Finland side. If we had like this technology in the 1870s to build such a tunnel, wow. Hoppa. Okay, 1 second, guys. Guys. Don't disregard that. Cannot even see it. This mod does not allow it. Normally you can see under what's inside of bridges. Wow, such a huge tunnel. Just quickly checking on this one. I think that's fake news. It's just blocked constantly, but it can definitely pass here through. Oh, and it making its way up here. Very cool. Okay, this one is pretending it can go, but let's check that out in a second. Oof, nice. First train arriving here. Okay, so before we end off, I guess we'll have to figure that one out, but it actually solved itself. It was just continuously blocked to go through here somehow. Right. For no good reason. Good, then we're gonna end the episode here. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.